everybody, it's your boy Montel. What's going on? How's everybody doing? Sorry for the normal impromptu introductions that I normally do and say, hey everybody, thank you for the love, because I appreciate the love and everything, but this is going to be a rant today. Now, I'm not pointing this at anyone, but I'm pointing this at everyone, because we as human beings, we have a extremely deep well of emotion. And I have a question for the ladies and for the guys. If you have someone who loves you, cares for you, adores you, worships the ground you walk on, will do anything for, would you hold on to them? Or would you go to someone else who's more appealing, who looks better and everything else for you, but they still haven't proven themselves? See, the thing I have and the problem that I have right now is I have seen good people, really, really good people, who have been thrown to the wayside because of love. That word has so many wrong connotations to it, it's not even funny. That's a word that shouldn't even have a negative connotation, but it does. We have given it that. We have given it something that it shouldn't have. Love should be a beautiful, glorious thing, but love has a lot of strings attached to it. And the reason why I ask that is because we live in a society today where love at first sight doesn't have as much importance as it once did. Because if you think about it, there are people who've known folks for years, loved them for years, didn't fall in love with them, but known them for years, and then one day they looked and they realized, wow, this person's had my back. They have been there for me. They have never disrespected me. They have treated me like royalty. And I really, really, really love this person. And I want to see what it's like to have life with them. That's not falling in love. That is loving somebody unconditionally and realizing that they loved you back unconditionally. Now, falling in love is great. You know, the birds are singing, the sun is shining and everything else. But when the party's over, where's the substance? Is it there? Can it be maintained? Are you talking to the representative or are you talking to the person? That's another thing nowadays. We try so hard to get in with somebody or want someone to be a part of us. We're not thinking clearly about whether or not we're actually getting to know the person or the representative. Now, for some of you to understand what I mean by the representative, here's a scenario. You're walking down the street. You meet somebody really attractive. You want to go up to them and give your best impression. Now, a genuine person will just be themselves and let the chips fall where they may. But there are people who have representatives. They put on the nicest, sweetest air in the world, knowing good well that's not them. And then when they get in good and they continue this facade and everything is great and oh my gosh, they're just the most amazing person in the world. And then the representative goes on vacation and now you have the real person. You have the real deal standing in front of you. What do? Now you find out that this person, what you saw before and what you spoke to about and how you had discussions and all these lovey-dovey moments isn't there. In fact, they went away with the representative and you're stuck with this other person. So now you've committed yourself to this person. Now you don't know how to feel. Now your emotions are all over the place. So for me, meeting somebody nowadays isn't as genuine as it once was, but I'm here to tell you, love should not have negative connotations. If you have someone in your life who loves you unconditionally, okay, they may not meet all 10 of your criteria, of your checklist, but if they meet 5 or even 6, heck, you can go 4, give an honorable mention. Give that person a chance, give that person a shot. See where it goes. If after a while you realize it's not going to work, then be adult enough to tell them in person. Don't do what most people do nowadays and send Facebook posts and Twitter and text messages and hell, even a letter if you really want to go old school with it, to tell that person that you're not the one for me and all this other stuff. How many service members have we had go overseas in harm's way and just looking forward to being back with that family to get that letter or that email? I'm sorry, I met somebody, I'm lonely, I can't be with you anymore, and all this other business. So how do you think it affects someone put in that situation? And even if you're not in a war zone, it still has a devastating effect on you. If you have someone that you're not feeling, be adult enough to talk to them in person. And if you don't want to talk to them in person, call them. Hello, hi, look, I just got to talk to you. It's something really serious. And the pain is going to be felt throughout, without a doubt. There's no getting away from that, because it is a hurting feeling. It is a type of pain that cannot be described. But at least you know the person, after they've had a chance to get through initial pain, they respect you more for telling them and not letting them just go do whatever. But now we also look at another thing too. Have they proven themselves? Have they shown themselves? If you have, let's say you have a group of 5 people, okay? And out of those 5, 2 people have gone the distance with you. They have seen you through your worst, seen you at your best. They've always had nothing but good words for you and compliments and been there at your side even when you didn't want them to. And they've been there for you, but you never really thought about them. But then you get some pretty person, woman, man, whatever, they come by and now they've got your full undivided attention. They have not shown you anything on how they'll treat you. They haven't shown you how they'll hold up in adverse situations. And most importantly, they haven't even displayed loyalty. Are you going to dismiss the people who have been trying so hard to win your heart because of someone that looks good? I hate to tell you, looks fade. Trust me, looks fade. But it's the heart, it's the foundation that has been made that says everything. Now, kind of aching it to foundation that's been done by family. I mean, solid family. People who have been there for you through all the rough times and the good times and the bad times, and still look at you and go, you are on point with me. I don't care what goes on. We're still down like that. There are people who are not related who have that type of love. But if you dismiss that type of love for something else or someone else because they look good or you think they're cute and all this other stuff, and you're dismissing all of their negative sides, it has a lot to do with you. Look inside yourself. Do not dismiss a sincere source of love for something else because it looks good. Because, like I said, looks are fleeting. I've just seen enough over a period of time to realize that we, in this generation, in this time and age now, do not see love like it once was. Like our parents, like my mom and my dad. My mother and my father have been divorced for years, but they love each other unconditionally. I guarantee you, my dad would have called my mom, she would come flying, and vice versa. That's that kind of love. That's the kind of love that I have inside of me, and a lot of people have. If you find that love, if you have that source of love, understand that falling in love is fine, but at the end of the day, when falling in love and then being in love at first sight is faded, is that person still going to be there for you? Are they still going to check up on you, make sure you're okay? Are they going to try to make you laugh? Are they going to say, hey, I was thinking about you, making sure you're okay? Look at everybody's situation. If someone's willing to make time for you, even though they don't have a whole lot of time, that says a lot about how they see you. That says a lot about their character. That says a lot about who they are as a person and how much they love. They love you that much where they say, you know what? I'm going to take a couple days off of work, and you and me, we're going to do something. That says a lot. There are some people who all they do is they think about that one person and doing something like that. But if you have someone like that in your life, don't put them to the side for somebody else. You may fall in love with somebody, but look at how you do it, how you treat that person in the days ahead. Because if you haven't fixed the holes in someone else's heart, you need to do that. It's necessary, because otherwise the pain that person's carrying, they're going to carry to somebody else. And to find out if you were the source, I don't think you'd want that on your heart. I wouldn't. Okay? Take it easy, guys. Talk to you later.